This is another microphone test, and I'm just using the muffler because it's not too windy, and just see how that works. So I probably won't be using the suppression on the microphone too many times unless I'm walking along a seafront or something like that. I've been here before. Unfortunately the pub isn't open, but well, I've got to get down to work. I'm retired, so this is my job. Somebody has to do it. Oh, that's interesting. There's a never noticed that. There's a signpost for a public footpath, but all the paths now, white van man, yeah, all the paths now, including the ones on the a lot of the canal paths are muddy. They're just not. There was even a couple, I think it was a mother and a daughter, and she'd actually worn the wellies, but she slipped. So even with Wellington boots, it was so slippy. But a bit of a clear day. Tomorrow I might be going to the Trafford Centre. I'm walking to the Lowry from there, which is about an hour's walk. So that will be nice. I was hoping it would be today, but the weather changed within 24 hours, and it's brightening up now, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully the microphone will, when I'm just using the phone, I have to be careful because I'm holding the phone without the gimbal. It's a bit further away, obviously, it's on the end of my arm. But you could hear my breathing and that, and I'd rather just record that when I'm on the phone to somebody. You know, that was a joke, by the way. Please don't notify the authorities. So this is a path. It's obviously a farm up here, but we're going straight up here to a canal bridge. There we are. Shall I zoom in on this farmer, see if he'll... there he is. I wonder if his surname is Giles. Could be Farmer Giles. I'll zoom in a bit, eh? That's it. That's it, off we go. When I was in Wallasey very recently, the zoom didn't appear to work, and it was my haste to get out and test without actually checking everything out. So the zoom appears to work and it's not out of focus, which it shouldn't be. So. And I'm going to go to Spain. It's about the same time, around November, December next year, but I go in one, so I'm not paying for many flights, because they're not the most ideal thing. Airports are not, you know, railway stations are quite good. I filmed Chester Station with the trains going in and out, but airports, no. Anyway, the idea is I'll do some commentary. See, it's getting muddy now. Look at it. Just have a look at this. Look at it. And this will take weeks to dry up, I would think. Best just walking on this gravel, at least it's not too deep there. Yeah. I'll do my trademark. Oh, the shadow's gone. Oh, not very bright, but you can just about see that. Yeah. Look, if a carpenter can do it and he puts a little mouse on his furniture, I can do a little wave. That's the way I see it. It's all about me. I don't care if anyone's watching it or not, to be honest. When I'm bedridden and drooling and the nurse is looking, I've got the TV next to me and I can watch when I could walk around and look at all these places. Yeah, for months now it's been raining heavily. Well, everybody knows that, floods and everything like that. See, not so much getting out of the mud, it's the fact that you could end up slipping. So I just have to be patient. Yeah. Well, I would guess that this towpath, which isn't far from this bridge here, it'd be okay. So this is the last of the trouble. Oh dear me, this is... Oh. I'll do a few more zoom. Like I say, this is a test. That's got me into talking on there. But before that, it couldn't really talk. It was... the sound wasn't good enough, like I say. Right, let's have a look back here. Now I could swivel it round, but I'd much rather hold the thing and turn it round. It looks more natural, I think. I think you're aware, you know, if it's done mechanically, it just doesn't, you know. Yeah. You'd have thought that I'd done Lawrence of Arabia. Actually, no, I watch a lot of YouTubes, and a lot of the Far Eastern places I like. They're so exotic and different, but they're technically very good. You know, there's little things you pick up at the end of the video, just slowly pan upwards or pan on some particular feature, and then a clock face or something, then zoom out. You know, this, oh, look at that. Over there, let's see the zoom again. Now this is really zooming in. I need to... This is Helsby. Whoa, press the wrong button. This is Helsby in the near side, and beyond it is Frodsham Hill. And they're both towns as well, Frodsham, Helsby. There's people on bikes coming around under the bridge. I don't think they'd be getting off here because the only thing is the pub, and that's not open. There they go. Let's zoom out now. There we go. When I was in Spain, I had an e-bike. Really, you need a phone mount for that because you can't, you know, I couldn't film anything whilst I was on the bike. And met a lot of friends over there because I've been so many times. You just sit on a table having breakfast, or you're on a bus, and and you chat to people. Some I see regularly when I go there. There was one hotel, and Ray, didn't know his name was Ray at the time. It was so rubbish, that's why I haven't gone back to the hotel. Otherwise it was nice, but the Wi-Fi didn't work until you were near the bottom of the tower block. And for the first time ever, I discovered he was a resident, and he occupied the bottom half of the said hotel, and he was taking his rubbish out or going out, and I'd have a chat with him. So yeah, he's an expat. He's moved there, he's very happy. I was telling him that I did walks around there as well, which I love, amongst the orange groves and all this kind of stuff, and the beach with big bamboo about 30 foot tall, like, I can't believe it. along a river, Rio, and he thought it was too dry, but to me I thought, no, it's just different. It's nice to see palm trees and cactuses and bamboo. To me that's great. Plus England is fantastic, but there's 4 months or so, or maybe more, where it's just really grey, rainy, wet, damp. Yeah. I was looking back. It's nice to see a bit of sun coming out. So it's cloudy today, so I'm reserving it tomorrow, where I'm travelling a bit further when it's more sunny. Get value for money in that way, you know what I mean? Yeah. So everything is working, that's good, isn't it? You know, wonderful. There's the motorway over there. With those vehicles, that's the M57, which is incidentally heading towards Helsby and Frodsham Hill, and to another place which I like, an old film. It's not the refinery, it's the famous Ellesmere Port refinery. It's the this is Frodsham Moss, and it's got wind turbines and things, but the paths are very open. It's like Norfolk, there's big skies there, and the wind turbines, you're right close to them. You can walk on the path without having to look where you're putting your feet and tripping over a tree root. So it's ideal with a group or somebody that's along. You don't have to keep watching your feet. Yeah, it's very photographic. I've done it around, I went for a walk on Boxing Day even, and it was great. So, oh, there's the cattle. So what do? Walk a little bit further? I suppose so. Yeah, has to be done. There we go. This is, if you've got the Nicholson's Guide, which is for boaters and canal boats, you find all the bridges are numbered and also the points where they can take on water or a shop, a chandlery. But on some canals they're even got a name, they're named bridges. So that's bridge number 138. I think this is the Shropshire Union Canal. So clouds look really good. Right, let's take it up to, that's the normal setting. So if this is wide angle, that's zoom, no, that's normal, sorry, and this one is zoom. I can go up a bit further than that. There's not much need for it here. Yeah. So the camera has 3 lenses. Instead of zooming, it's usually from one lens, and that affects the clarity of it, apparently. The technical stuff. Yeah, so let's go and bring it down to there. Right. It's like a lot of pubs. I went to one called the Shady, and it's on this, it's quite a few miles, but it's on this canal. And they said, I didn't realise it was open. Well, if they're on like this one is, and that pub, they open usually at the start of just before Easter or something, because of course they're not going to get enough people. They actually get narrowboaters going in there, obviously, but that's why, that's the reason why. Very nice pub. You can sit there, have a meal and you can watch the boats go by, but not around November or something. There's the church and there's a footpath. Now I can imagine if I tried that footpath that I pointed out, I'd be look at the sky and the reflections is good, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I'll make my way back because I'm going to do a big... As it's a phone, it's got storage on it, but I remove a lot of the stuff. Once it's on YouTube and that, it's there anyway, if you see what I mean. So, let's just take a gentle amble. Yeah, I don't know why the zoom, well obviously I didn't, it's like a ritual and then you do it as a habit then. So oh, don't be so pedantic or whatever they'd say. You do that because then you don't have to think about it and you've got it set up instead of faffing around. There we go. And the magnificent, some walks are quite nice as well with industrial. I like old viaducts. They film very well, especially with the trains going over them. It's trying to rain now, so yeah, I think it's time. Looking dull. So I'll still publish this because it's useful. A Hohem microphone 01 with the receiver and the microphone with it, so it's Bluetooth connected, and I've got a Hohem gimbal, something 6, it's a very good gimbal, and a Pixel 8 Pro. That's a Google phone. I've got that because it competes favourably, which I can't afford, is Apple phones, the latest Apple phones. God, this is... So I've done many walks and been frustrated, and I ended limited because it's half a mile there, but you know, when I'm doing it, some of them are linear, I have to walk back. And I just couldn't do it. It just petered out. All right. Another thing I did, or I didn't do last time, is it's got panoramic on here, and the gimbal, sometimes you see part of the gimbal, but if you press 4 buttons on this, it sort of swizzles it round. So I filmed everything here without worrying about on the wide screen part of the gimbal appears. A gimbal is a handheld, if you like, it does the work of a gyroscope effectively and keeps the phone steady. Yeah, that's what it is, with other features of it, of course. I can now do maybe again the bus tours, because you can imagine if you're doing that and you haven't got a separate microphone, it's just the wind is amplified to a degree where it does affect the enjoyment of watching a tour guide and the sounds. So good grief. This is where at the end of the day you need a stick, you know, to remove the mud. Or it could be somebody you don't like. You'd need, you know, you imagine you've got a stick and you're removing their persona from the bottom of your shoes. Yeah. Look at the flooding here. Yeah. Let's pop into the church and see if it's open. There was one, I can't remember where it was, and you see the little things that are in there, you know, the collection box and various events that the church is holding. And of course I mentioned it, somebody mentioned the fact that I mentioned there was a holy toaster there. Some people haven't got a sense of humour. It was meant as a light-hearted, but you know what it's like on the internet, you know. Yeah, it's the only attention they get, sadly. I wonder why. Anyway, look at that. So, hopefully, yeah. Not done Manchester. I have a bus pass because I'm retired, of that age. But it doesn't apply on the Metrolink, which is the trams. You'd have to pay. You know, to use it you can do, but you have to pay an extra. I don't know whether it's £15 or £10, and I won't be going that many times, so I'm not going to do that. Look at the mud there. Look at that. Eh? Oh, he's closed his gates. Very nice. Oh no, that's a different. Is this the same farm? No, that's it. Is it? Right. Nice little bungalows here. Lovely little flower. Oh, yeah. You get one or two interesting gravestones. Probably most of you know that, but Spike Milligan, on his grave, he put the words, "I told you I wasn't well." Very droll. See, we haven't got scent-o-vision. I can smell all these, the spring, the earth is got that earthy wet. But the flowers as well, surprisingly, there's quite a lot of fresh flowers here. Somebody coming in their car. Now, is this the verger or somebody to, or the lady that comes to? Just wait and see if they're going to open it up. Hello, is the church open? You doubt it? I thought you might be putting the flowers in and I could, you know, you wouldn't mind. Yes, I said that as well on the commentary, that it's, but it's lovely. I can even smell the flowers. There's so many fresh flowers, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's lovely, yeah.
It's a lovely place. This is where, if you wanted the place to be something like this, but you've got to be local and all that stuff, haven't you? I think it's
Yeah.
on the rota. Well, anyway, I'll let you go, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see if it's open, you never know. I have been here before. No, that's all right. I'm only testing this camera anyway. Got a new microphone on it, so, but I'm not filmed you, so bye. Yeah, it's not that worth it because it's not got the holy toaster in it. It was a lovely thing. Some people say, you know, when they're using it, there's that glow around it, but that's just the electricity. They're getting a bit carried away. You know, it's making toast, that's all it's doing. I saw an angel. Yeah, saw an angel. She was, I could almost reach out and touch her. Yeah. I've got to get through this puddle again. God, these challenges I have to take up this time of my life, you know. Yeah. Oh. There we go. So again, this is there's 3 settings on it, and this is just normal but with a wind muffler on it. That might be just enough that I need for, there's a bit of a breeze, and that would really be louder than reality when you don't have, as I know when I've used the phone. Without a microphone, an external mic. They're not that expensive. It's a hobby. I'm not buying fishing rods and model aeroplanes and yeah. So somebody coming in a car there. Oh, that's across the road. Somebody has a residence. Just show you. That's Susie, the Suzuki. And why not? If they name boats, and they're usually ladies' names, aren't they? Well, I do it with a car. It's up to me. If you're not happy, tough. So there we are, the Bunbury Arms, a very nice pub when it's open. and I can use the bench to dismantle everything. So quite like the humble dandelion. Right, this is it. I'll do another shower thing. Shower. There we are. There, bit of fiddling going on there, eh? Well, right. That's it.